How is the absolute fastest human reaction time record measured? Imagine catching a ball or reacting to a sudden sound in less than a blink of an eye. That's what makes reaction times so fascinating in the world of human feats and speed milestones. But how do scientists actually measure the fastest reaction times? It's not just about pressing a button when you see a light. The process involves very precise tools and methods to get accurate results. First, for natural human reaction times, scientists usually use visual or auditory stimuli. A person might see a flashing light or hear a beep, and then they press a button as quickly as possible. Sensors record the exact moment the stimulus appears and the moment the button is pressed. The difference between these two times is the reaction time. Elite individuals like fighter pilots or professional gamers often have reaction times around 100 to 120 milliseconds. That means they respond in less than 1/5 of a second. The brain's visual perception takes about 13 to 70 milliseconds to interpret what's happening. Then, the brain processes this information for about 75 to 150 milliseconds to decide what to do. The muscles take around 50 milliseconds to respond once the brain sends the signal. When you add all these parts together, the average human reaction time is about 250 milliseconds. But there's a different way to measure reaction times that's even faster. Researchers have found that by using electrical stimulation directly on muscles, they can bypass the brain's decision-making process. This method involves attaching small electrical pads to a person's muscles. When a stimulus is detected, a computer instantly sends an electrical signal to the pads, causing the muscles to contract. In a study from the University of Chicago and Sony Computer Science Laboratories in May 2019, they achieved reaction times of just 50 milliseconds. That's 5 times faster than what a person can do naturally. This artificially assisted reaction time shows what the absolute fastest possible response could be if the brain's processing is not involved. To measure this, scientists use very accurate timing equipment that can detect when the stimulus occurs and when the muscle responds. For natural reactions, they use electronic sensors and computers that record responses within milliseconds. For electrical stimulation, they measure how quickly the computer sends signals and how fast the muscles contract. The key is that the entire process happens within a very tiny window of about 50 milliseconds. This shows that the main limit for human reaction speed is not muscle response but how quickly the brain can interpret and decide. So, in summary, the fastest natural human reaction time is around 120 milliseconds, measured by stimuli and sensors. But with electrical stimulation, researchers have pushed that limit down to 50 milliseconds, revealing the true speed of human response when biological constraints are bypassed. It's a fascinating look at what the human body can do and how technology can help us understand our physical limits.